Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 7th installment of the Fish Fam Chit Chat, also known as the Hot Mess Express, with the lovely Miss Mary Page and myself,
And
Roxanne from Foxy's Fishes, and our first panel guest of the night, Kevin. Welcome, Kevin. How are you guys
hello,
this
Kevin.
evening?
Hello,
Trying to
Mary Page. Hello, Foxy.
glad to have you.
How are you guys?
I'm doing just fantastic.
I've been having fun.
And we have a nice, healthy crowd in chat tonight. Let's
We
see. We have
do.
John Larson first in the door. Hello.
He is. He's the gold
Midroll.
prize.
Griffin, hello. Tank Top, hello.
Oops.
Patty, love you so much.
Let's get Patty on the
Craig,
screen.
hello. Geek Boy, T-Bones, hello. See Fishymon, hi Kirk, how are you? Muppet. See who else.
Let's see.
Lots of chats. Petroman, hello. Sandy, how are you, darling? Brian, hello. Mike, how are you? I think that's everyone so far. So thank you all for joining us this evening.
Good to be here
It's so
with you.
awesome to see that you're home.
I know.
That
my
fish tank looks long familiar.
Well, when I got home, it was a complete disaster.
Well, it
And,
looks
was it?
beautiful.
Thank you, Kevin. And the kitty cat had ripped like all of my stickers off of my sticker board. So I've been like with a glue stick sticking stickers.
Hello, Lori and Chalupa.
Hey, Chalupa and Lori.
That's awesome. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just so I can get a better look at your tank.
Okay.
It's hard to see on the little screen.
It does look pretty cool. It's
I've got to do some moving around. It's of some fish. I've got some white skirt tetras
so
I need to move. And I've got 3 bristlenose in here that were in here, to grow out. And now they're getting big. So they're ready. They've been munching down on the plants a little bit. So
hello, Still and Paul. Welcome. Is that a 15 high?
it is. It's one of those
awesome.
Ophion, column 50, but it's great if you do the deep substrate. So you can fill it up and then you got a cube.
Yeah, you do. Substrate so deep you made it a square.
Yes.
I love it.
Hello,
BJ, welcome.
Oh, I'm missing. My chat just stopped. Let me see. Oh, I just hit the light too. Did everybody hit the light? Oh, now I see y'all. Hey, BJ.
So have you settled back in a little bit?
A little bit. I'm starting to get my bearings back under me. Thank goodness.
How long have you been home?
I've been home since, when did I get home? Friday? We left Thursday night, right after that stream the other night when I was on here with you. Like they walked in during the stream and like walked in the house and was like, we're going. And I was like, y'all saw it. I just fell apart. I didn't know what I was doing. Kids were all over me. Dogs were all over me. It was a madhouse. So
hello, Rico. Tell your daughter I said happy Chinese food day. It's Rico Stan's daughter's birthday today.
Happy birthday. What's her name? Do we know?
I don't think he said.
Well, put her on here and we'll sing.
I don't know her name, but she's usually in his chat. I can see her picture, but I'm horrible with names, so I apologize.
Rico Spawn.
Hello, Chewy. Welcome. Anything new in your fish room today, Kevin? Any new fishies or babies?
No, not at the moment. I got my another 10-gallon tank up, and it's kind of cloudy, but I put the shrimp in there, and they're doing fine. So.
All right.
Awesome.
Now,
is this the new 10-gallon you acquired? Is this the one that was one of the ones that was hidden?
that was one of the ones that is a replacement for the one that broke.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's Vinoski.
Hello, Vinoski. Welcome.
Ooh, Lori got 2 new discus.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome, Lori.
Is she gonna do a
Hello,
video on it?
Rocco.
That's awesome. I want to
She
see him.
definitely should.
Oh, yes.
Vinoxky, hello. Rocco.
I'm putting love all over the chat. So I'm the one that gets shut down by moderators for using too many emojis.
Those are usually the bots. They're like, you're spamming chat.
Right.
But sometimes 3 emojis just aren't enough.
I
It just
know.
doesn't get my feels across.
Exactly.
Mr. Manifesto, hello.
Oh, Mr. Manifesto, hello.
Hello, Mr. Manifesto. If anyone would like to come join us up on panel, the link is pinned to the top of chat. But
Scotty,
just
Come
know
on.
I can only have 6 people up at a time.
hello, Scotty.
Is that really fishy, Mon?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Hello, Kirk.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm on break, so I gotta go back. I just came to say hi. Hi,
Hey,
Kevin.
Hello.
Hi, Mary.
How are
good to
you?
see you. Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm okay.
Working
How's
hard?
work going?
Right now, I'm hardly working.
All right.
Hello, Mylene.
Oh, Mylene.
But I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Have a great stream.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Be
Bye. Have a
safe.
good night.
Enjoy your evening.
Oh, wonderful. That's another one when I go back to Kentucky. He's in Bowling Green, which is about 3 hours from where I live. So between him and Griffin and
Wait, who's in
several.
Bowling Green?
Huh?
Who's in Bowling Green?
I think Fishymon. Not Fishymon. I'm sorry. It's Fishon, not Fishymon. Sorry, Fishymon.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Fishimon is
Fijian?
up by. I
Fishimon's
was
near
gonna say
you.
Fishimon's like right here.
I'm wishful thinking. I want everybody near me.
And I actually have 2 albino bristlenose plecos in my 30 from Fishimon, and they're doing really, really well.
Yeah, you got to go see Fishymon, didn't you?
I didn't get to see him. We usually meet, like, I bring stuff to Swampy, and then Swampy meets Fishimon. So Swampy's like
Okay.
the middleman.
The middleman. Uh-huh. Oh, there's Turner
But they're-
Aquatics.
They're doing really good. Hello, Turner Aquatics. That's
The
a new
dog,
name.
the dog's,
Hello,
the
Michael
dog
Long.
is a little bit mischievous, but doing well, John Larson.
Yeah. Good question, John. I was wondering the same thing.
But they're doing very well, and they're very active even during the daytime.
Are they
I like
being
that
good
they,
with
like-
bristlenose?
They're being
Not
very
like-
good. They're not being bad at all. So
Hello,
but they
Marco.
do laps around the top of the tank like they're a NASCAR
Marco.
race. So it's like just whip, 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 whip.
Yeah.
Which ones?
My bristlenose plecos that I got from Fishimon.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Mine aren't quite as active.
Yeah, this isn't normal, but hopefully these non-normal ones won't eat my snails like the last
Right.
6 did.
That's odd.
Hello,
I
Marco.
didn't think they ate-
Welcome.
I didn't think they ate snails very much. Anyways, I don't know which
They're
ones
not supposed to, but I always seem to find the ones that don't play by the rules. That's the nicest way to say it because it's only 7 p.m.
Right.
There's
They
not
go to
extra
the butthead
warning on
tank.
this chat.
Hi, Marco. I don't know if you heard me a second ago. Always glad to see Marco.
Turner,
Fishy one
hello.
said I trained them well.
Yes.
Turner Aquatics, hello.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Patrick Hardy.
Oh, hey Patrick.
Rocco's Fish Room says I have 31 bristlenose plecos.
Oh my goodness.
Did you breed them all?
And
really
he
cool.
bought some of them. I know he got several different types in, which is cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
What was it, last week? I don't remember which ones, but I know he got some in last week.
That's really
Cool.
I thought he got some lemon.
Oh, the lemon blue eyes.
Yeah, the lemon blue eye pleco, and then he said he got a couple others.
Bye, Kirk.
He's
Take
gonna
care.
be breeding them.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Bye, Fisherman.
Bye, Fishymon. Just keep us on in your pocket and you can listen to us. Nobody will know.
Unless work is just loud.
Right. Ooh, calicos, yes.
Oh, Rocco also said he has some super reds too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
no.
They're
I want some
beautiful.
super red. I would
I
like
wish
to get some super red.
It's
I had
hard
no
to
idea.
find a quality super red.
Yeah.
Usually they're pretty
Yeah.
faded.
A long fin. Oh, I like the long fins too.
You
You
know,
know,
they're
the
just
first
like
time
little
in the hobby,
angels.
first time I was in the hobby, all I knew about was common plecos. You know, I didn't know about a bristle
Yeah.
nose or anything. So
That's what I have.
I love them.
You have a common
Really neat.
pleco?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
have a bunch of babies too that have been growing out. I've had them for like 3 or 4 months, but they're okay size. They're not huge yet, but I've got like
Yeah.
5 or 6 small ones. Wait, 6
BJ.
common plecos.
You know,
BJ's got
common plecos get like 2 feet, right?
Yeah, they get huge. Mine.
Bristle nose. You might be able to get one bristle nose in a common bristle nose in a 20 gallon. That should be
Mhm.
just fine. One or
Yeah.
two.
They get what, 4 to 5 inches at the biggest?
Yeah, they
Well, they
don't
can
get
max out at
huge.
6, but generally they reach 5 in
Okay.
tanks.
They don't get huge. So for 20, I think it would be fine.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know about a
They
10
generally
gallon.
recommend like starting at a 30, but you can always start with a baby one, but they will grow pretty
Yeah.
quick. So
That's
you
like
want more
this.
surface area for them to feed on. So I
Right. This
recommend a
doesn't have enough
30.
surface area for, there's 3 of them in there, but they were babies, you know, when I put them in there.
Yeah.
And now they're big kids now. They got to go to something bigger. They're going to the
They
third
are
grade.
big kids now.
Yes, they
Gosh
are.
darn it. That's like the second I was saying the Toys R Us song on Kevin's stream earlier too. It's just a Toys R Us day, guys.
Yes.
Yes,
Good
if
luck.
anyone would like to come join us up on panel, the
Thank you, Lori.
link is pinned to the top of chat. Feel free to pop in and
Yeah,
you
Lori,
show
come up
me
here
your
and show us
face,
your
I will
biscuit.
allow you to come up on panel.
All right. Hey, ISP. Or
Hey
IHA.
Steph, how are you?
Steph. Hey.
Jason, really? That's so mean.
What are the
What we're talking about?
smallest plecos? I believe those are the clown plecos, are they not? I
No,
think they
those
reach like
get big.
3 inches.
Those
Clown
get big.
plecos?
Clown plecos, I believe.
Or is
Well, no, actually, that's not true. I'm thinking of clown loaches.
Hey,
Clown.
Jeff.
I don't know. I don't have
I'm
them. I don't
pretty
know.
sure it's the clown pleco. I think they're the smallest.
Okay.
And then it's bristle.
Yeah. What are the there's another one, a rubber lip?
Yes,
Pleco?
rubber lip
Those kind of
pleco.
small?
Yeah,
They stay smaller, don't they?
yeah, but they get bigger than bristles.
Okay.
Just a little bit. I think they get about 8 inches, if I'm not mistaken.
Now I don't know if any of y'all watch Malik. Well, it's Aqua Malik now, but he breeds the zebras and all different kind of, you know, different catfish. He's got some really cool, but he's in Canada. He can't ship them to me, but man, he's got some awesome information and all the different, you know, plecos that he breeds and different catfish. I still want whiptails. I don't know why. I just think those
They're
are really
so cute.
they're
So
neat fish.
clowns is about 4 to 5 inches. Rubber lips, yes.
Okay.
Is
Now
what
I wasn't too far off.
I've seen rubber lips at like you know, at the big box stores. They've had those. Now
I was
my grandson has
Oh.
Jimmy. Remember Jimmy, the little bitty one?
Yeah.
Everybody watched my videos. Jimmy, little baby. He's so tiny.
He's still tiny?
He's tiny. He's growing though.
I was
miss
watching the plecos in the tank the other day and I was thinking to myself, man, can you imagine having to move through life only moving around with your mouth? Because it's rare that they swim. They just like
Right.
drag
I like
themselves
when
along.
I like when they have their little sparring sessions with their tails. Like they get beside each other and they whip each other with their tails.
Oh, I haven't seen
Mine,
that.
oh yeah, mine that was in there with the betta that had the tumor on his head. He had a little pleco in his tank, and he would always like take his tail and sweep the bed away from all the food. He would just like whip him with it, like, get away, this is mine.
Oh goodness.
Hey, there's S and Bold Mama.
Steph said the gold spot. Where is it? The gold spot pleco remains small throughout its life. It only reaches 2 inches of maximum body size. Such body measurements make this fish one of the smallest, I would assume. She got
Okay.
cut off.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one. There's so many different ones. Let's see.
Yeah,
Lunatic.
there are.
Lunatic
Hello,
Fringe.
Melvin. Welcome.
Hey, Melvin. Said the Starry Night Pleco. It's beautiful too. I
Yeah,
have a
those are
rubber nose.
beautiful.
They prefer water or colder water.
Hello, S. Welcome.
I was trying to put in all the hellos, but everything's jumping now. So hello, S. And
I'm really fond of catfish, any kind of
Me
catfish,
too.
but my favorite at the moment are corridoras.
I want to
yeah.
breed them, but
And I love like the bristles, like they just let their butts hang out of whatever hole they just decide to just stick themselves in for the moment. So you know where they are because you don't see them. You just see like this going off in the tank somewhere.
Right.
They're like little paintbrushes.
They are neat fish. They really are. And man, they're good workers too. Like they really do clean up. You know.
Yeah.
They can
How did
throw.
your other tanks fare your visit?
Everything's good except for the tank in my grandson's room. He had a 10-gallon in there that had just white skirt tetras, and they were really old. They were some of the first fish I had, and the filter went out. Probably, well, Callie and them came down to Kentucky for a week, and that filter went out in there, and we lost that whole tank. It was gone.
Oh.
So we lost like 10 white skirts in his room, but all the rest of them are just fine. I'm waiting
That's
to get
awesome.
I'm really tickled with them. I'm so excited. I had a bunch of hornwort in them, and it turned out like all the detritus and the hair algae was in the hornwort. So when I took out all that extra hornwort, it pretty much cleaned the tank out. So, and I've got my new bedders coming. I think he said he'll ship them Monday. The ones I showed you. I've got
That's
some pretty
exciting.
new bedders from a guy that's called Pet Travel Online. He's really nice. Got some pretty fish.
I was going to say, I'm not the biggest fan of hornwort in a tank because I've noticed if your tank doesn't have it doesn't have high flow or good cross current, it collects a lot of detritus.
Yes.
And then when your fishies are swimming around and they bump into it, you get all that in the water column. And it drives me nuts.
Everywhere. But
I don't want particles in the water.
This instant, it was kind of that was one of the good things about hornwort because it gathered up all that junk that was just sitting there, and then I just pulled it out and it was all gone, all the hair, algae, and everything. So that was exciting. But wait, look what happened. So my filter.
Okay, I might have to get one of the snowball pleco then.
I know. They're making them sound adorable.
I know. Hello, 3G. Hello, Greg, the guppy guy.
Hey, Greg.
Did I miss a bunch of people? Hello, Greg and 3G.
My book right here was sitting here beside the aquarium. This was my George Farmer's brand new aquascaping book. And
it looks,
it got soaked. My aquarium filter backed up and leaked all over the place and destroyed it. So
did you cry? Because I would have cried. I would have cried.
I mean, it's destroyed. It's gone.
Every librarian in the country.
Oh my gosh! Thank goodness. Amber from Big City Betas was my secret Santa, and she sent me the Wallstat book. Thank goodness I didn't have it sitting here. It was still in the closet. So, yep. Here's what's left.
Vinny, welcome.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny.
Let's see. When's your birthday again?
Whose?
You.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, you.
We got a ways. November. Hey, Larry D.
Hello, Larry. Welcome.
Mine's coming up
sooner
than yours.
Is in July, too. Yours is coming up soon?
No, sooner than hers.
Okay.
When's yours?
August.
Really? Mine too.
All
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah, August
Rocco's
what?
got another pleco for us.
16th?
The
16th?
Queen
I'm
Arabesque.
August 2nd.
Wait,
August.
what?
August
Oh,
2nd.
No, seriously.
when is
Yeah.
yours?
That's my brother's birthday.
Really? I've never met another birthday twin.
That's
There
my
you
brother's
go.
birthday. My parents' anniversary is the 13th. My birthday's the 16th, and my dog's birthday is the 18th. So
That's
August and
awesome.
March
And
are
I
very
love
big
that you
months
included
for
your
us.
dog's birthday too.
Well, it was nice
Hello,
that Kelly's
Bruiser.
birthday was in there. Now, of course, his is October
Nice.
13th, so it doesn't quite match. But it's March and August, baby.
Oh,
Events.
Well, that's really cool.
that's neat.
I noticed that there's a lot of Capricorns in my life, so there's usually a lot of stuff going on in December and January.
Let's see. Oh, Rocco was talking about another pleco. What was that called?
Yeah, see, I would hate having a birthday in January or December because then you don't get you get like
Mine's
one.
November. Yep, November 25th. I always got the birthday Christmas present.
Yeah,
So
I would
close,
hate
yeah.
that.
I
Hello,
got
Scott.
cheap.
Welcome.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Rocco's is now talking about the zebra pleco. He is dropping a lot of knowledge in chat today.
Yes,
Thank
he
you so
is.
much, Rocco.
Yeah, he is. Zebra
That's what
pleco
I'm reading.
reaches a body size of around 3 inches in its adult years.
Rocco, do you ever watch Aqua Malik? He does the zebras. Oh my goodness. What was the
I
other one
usually
he
have
was
to catch
talking
his
about?
reruns because I think when he goes streams, because I stream a lot anymore. I'm on a lot.
Yeah.
But one of the times I'm live, I know that he streams as well. I think it's tomorrow actually. So
Yeah.
I always have to go back and watch the rerun. I think
Okay,
Ames is a mod for him.
Okay.
If I'm not
Yeah, she
mistaken.
is. Mm-hmm.
who is a mod
Let's
for
see.
him?
Ames.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
Rocco.
Where is
When
Ames?
what month? When is it? You can't just say that and not tell me when your birthday is, or at least what month.
Who, me?
No, Rocco.
Oh,
I'm
People in
assuming
Rocco.
chat.
it's
Oh,
Oh.
December, January.
ding,
But
ding. I had a moment. Sorry, I got lost.
are you not listening to me? I feel very hurt.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
I
Oh,
feel very hurt.
I was reading
hello,
about
Geek
plecos
Boy.
and I couldn't multitask.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
November 25th? All
Oh,
right.
I'm well.
Okay.
hey.
Hey,
Thank you
Geek
for coming
Boy.
up.
Hey.
Look at that
So I-
pretty tank.
Yep, that's the 90 gallon.
That's
But
beautiful.
Thank.
I just got in my shipment from Catfish or Crayfish Empire.
Oh, neat.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
What kind
I
of goodies
have-
did you pick up from them?
got some snail cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 things of almond leaves,
Okay.
and I've already started putting some of them in the tanks to get them waterlogged.
All right.
And
Awesome.
got 2 things of calcium chips.
Very
Also
cool.
already put in some of my tanks. Got the calcium carbonate.
Yes,
And
11
where is
ounces
it?
free.
Yep. And a sampler of the cookie pellets.
Hey, a pogger's
Yes, the
fish.
cookie pellets are the newest the snail cookie line. So
Yep.
those samples are brand new.
So
You
I
got a
put
good package there.
yeah,
Very
I
nice.
put one of those in with the mystery snails I got from Jess, and a
Mhm.
little tiny bit of it in with the shrimp and snails.
what
in
snails
here.
did you get from her?
What was that, Kevin?
What snails did you get from her?
I got gold mystery snails from Jess. Let me
Nice.
switch back to here, and I'll show them. I got to go into the.
Hello.
Yeah, not
Passion
just the
fruit.
snails will eat it. Any omnivore will eat those. The plecos, the shrimp, your foraging fish.
Yeah, I can't really. There's only one out in there. Let's see if any of them have come out in the quarantine tank.
I'm going to make your screen larger so we can see
Yes,
it
let's
better.
see it. Nice.
Look at those crypts. They're gorgeous.
Yes.
No, they still haven't come out for me yet here either. But I'll show you the quarantine tank where I've got
How long
the
has
vast
that
majority of
been?
her mystery snails.
How
There
long
should
has that?
be. What was that, Kevin?
How long has that been set up? Sorry.
Few months, couple months now.
Wow, that's
Like-
awesome.
That dragon stone, that's really pretty.
Really cool.
Got that out of
And
Priscilla's
aged
store.
Oh, nice. Oh, I got some stuff.
And
How far away are you from her store?
about 15 miles.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Not bad at
remember.
all.
You
Practically
kept
walking
on saying,
distance.
you kept on saying you wanted to wait till there were only a few coolie loaches left in the tank so that she
Yeah.
had to catch them out.
Hello, Skipper.
Exactly.
Let's give
It's
So
How
those
are
are
you?
all Amazon sword plants that I clipped off the one in my 75. I think there's 8 of them that sprouted off, that shot off, and then of course a couple of crypts. There's another one back
That's a
behind all that Java
quarantine
moss.
tank?
What was
They're
that, Kevin? Sorry.
beautiful.
That's not a quarantine tank, is it?
Yeah. Yep.
I was going
That's
to.
What does
I
your
put a-
quarantine tank look like, Kevin?
It's right here. It's literally just
That's beautiful.
I guess I should bring you back up for a moment, huh? Oh, you do totes. Okay.
Kevin's like me. That's what I have.
Yeah, that's what I started
other-
off with.
Otherwise, the issue for me is if I get another tank for quarantine, it'll just end up being a fish tank. And
Right.
That's how it's supposed to happen. Let the process happen naturally.
No, I managed to keep that as a quarantine, and then this little one here as my hospital tank.
That's really nice.
Right, I'm
Very
gonna,
nice.
I'm gonna make
hey,
him
it's cheaper than
slogan.
having to buy them.
It is,
They're
and
free.
it's harder to break them. Easier to move them because they have handles.
No,
Right.
There she is.
Jason's giving me a hard time that I'm using my
Soft.
socks as filters, and it's
read that.
media bags, and it's free, so you know.
I mean, if socks work, well, I mean, what's truly the problem here? Hey, that's
mean,
another
yeah.
level of DIY.
If you use dirty socks, does it already have like some beneficial bacteria in it?
Well, that might produce some tannins because it'll probably
Yeah.
be kind of acidic.
Some tannins.
Maybe some brackish situation there.
Oh, Lord.
Hi,
Oh,
Ricky.
geez.
Welcome.
Hey, Ricky. Did you
Hey,
take a nap? I hope you took a nap. Better than his undies, Jason.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Why did I decide to come up again?
Because you love us.
To hang out with us, Kevin.
Oh, that's a lovely tank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jason.
What size is that one?
That's the 75. I think one of the lights is off. No, it's
Really
got
nice.
the catappa leaf was blocking off the light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now floating.
What
Yep.
kind of crypts
Beautiful.
are those in the front?
I honestly don't remember. Other than when did I?
Yeah, they
Mhm.
kind of have the
Um,
reddish color under the leaf or darker
Yep.
color. Really
But
pretty.
these I honestly don't remember. And somebody's been laying eggs all over them.
Do you have Corey's in there, or is it the? other
I've got
thing?
one Cory.
Oh.
The others unfortunately did not make it.
Oh,
Not really sure why.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That stinks.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you see my camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, there's you can see all the spots all over the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I see them.
Those little whites, but you have neorites?
Uh-huh. I only have 2 zebra neorites. As a matter of fact, there's one of them right there. If I can get them to focus.
May I see those eggs again on the leaves?
Yeah, I think
Is that what
that
it is,
looks
Roxy? Yeah.
Oh, those look like zebra eggs.
Yeah.
Or zebra neorite eggs.
they've been there
I
for a
think
while now.
Oh, what is that? Is
Yeah,
that
they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't
Yeah.
worry
are
about
those
that.
bumblebee gobies or
Nope, these are Pandagara.
pandagaras? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Pandagars are
so
so
pretty.
awesome.
They are
They're
the
from the same
neatest.
river system in Burma that the CPDs are from.
Oh, okay.
They're a lot of fun though, especially
Oh,
when
I
Yes,
you
they
put
are.
a sinking wafer in there and they just circle around it and just roll around on top of it and under it and yeah.
So do they do better in like smaller, like having just a couple, or do they
No
do good
passionate
like
fruit.
having a group of them?
Passionate Fruit, hello, said that it's
Uh,
possibly cryptocorn. Oh, goodness.
Potentifolia.
Hmm.
Potentifolia.
Well, yeah, bless you.
I
And
tried.
probably.
Okay, I have a question.
Hey, Bruiser CB.
I'm confused. I thought murite snails can't lay or can't. They can lay the eggs, but they won't.
Yeah. They won't
reproduce. They won't hatch.
They typically won't hatch in fresh water.
Right.
But they
Even
will
if
still
they
lay
do,
them
they will
everywhere. But for
Mine,
some
I
reason,
haven't. Mine haven't.
mine do hatch, and I only have fresh water. But I also have very hard well water. But they don't survive after 3 months. So I think at that age they need salt to transition into their next growth stage. But it is possible for them to hatch in fresh, but they won't mature.
Huh, interesting. I did not
So
realize.
Also, I have that magic water, so.
I've got like 6 of them in here, and I've never gotten a single egg out of them, or at least none that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, I haven't seen any. What's in there? That's a pretty tank.
This one has the white clouds, the ruby tetras. I think I've got 5 peacock gudgeons. I think there's 4 autosynclus left, 7 amano shrimp, 6 or 7 of the horned zebra neorites. There he is. There's some coolie loaches hidden in there. 5 of Jess's golden mystery snails.
Awesome.
And 7 pandacories.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That is
a
really
beautiful
nice.
tank.
Hello,
And
degenerative fish keeper.
Oh,
And
look at
pretty
all
much
of that.
Degenerate
impossible to see the coolie loaches. I see like once a month because you can see how
That's all
dense
right. We
that
can
is.
just stare at that hydrocaudal for a hot minute. That's
Well,
I love
gorgeous.
that.
Oh yeah,
Coolie
I
loads
still haven't
also
figured out what I'm gonna do with it.
nocturnal.
Hello,
What was that,
Paul.
Kevin?
Welcome.
Aren't coolie loach nocturnal?
A little bit, but they'll come out in the light if they're comfortable. But even when they come out here, you it's hard to see them. I mean, you can't even see the 2 pieces of lava rock at all in here, or the other 2 over here. You can just barely see a little bit of lava rock under there, and that's because I pulled a whole bunch of Java moss out.
I don't even
I'll take
know
your word for it that there's
how much money
hardscape
it
in there.
was to plant those tanks. Jeez, that's my issue. Is
It's one of my bigger female amano shrimps.
wow.
Amano shrimp.
That's beautiful.
It's a big lady. She's
Mhm.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she's carrying eggs, I believe.
And all your mosses are so healthy and algae free.
Yeah, not always algae free. There's some blackbeard algae in there.
Are you running low tech or do you have CO2 on anything?
I do have CO2 on this one.
Okay. It's beautiful.
It is
So,
absolutely gorgeous.
There's the diffuser
I
right
agree,
there.
BJ. Yep.
It's
And then
right
the fish-
under the output of the canister filter. You might
I
be
know,
able to see all the
BJ,
bubbles.
like, Geek Boy, you might just need to do a silent live stream of just this tank.
I know.
It's gorgeous. I mean, you can talk if you want to, but
Right. Ooh,
Yeah. And this, all the way up, is all Anubias Batari,
that's gorgeous.
that is beautiful.
all the way
How
up
many
that
years of that
piece of
is?
driftwood.
is-
It's been there about 10 or 11 years.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow!
But
That's
every
amazing.
tank has clippings off of that Anubias.
Oh, I can't wait for the day I can say I've had a tank for that long and got Anubias in it.
I know, right?
What all do you have in that tank? Would you mind? I see the white cloud, or not what? What?
Yep.
Okay. White,
Yeah. So there's white clouds. I think there's 6 of those.
okay.
There's about 15 or 17 ruby tetras. They're pretty much
Rocco's
impossible to count anymore.
Rocco's
Yes.
wondering if you use CO2 in that tank.
I do. Yeah, I
Hello,
do have a
degenerate
CO2
fish keeper.
going in that. There's 5 peacock gudgeons.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
one
my
of the
budget
one of the big males and one of the females right there.
right there. Yeah.
Uh,
Beautiful.
the horned zebra neorites, 5 or 6 of those. 4 or 5 autosynclus.
I need
7 panda cories. One just swam away, of course. Let's see what else.
Wow.
Oh, there's I think 5 coolie loaches, but of course I'm never going to be able to count those
It
guys.
is. That's such a neat
Uh,
tank. I remember seeing it before,
there's
and
one.
it's just really pretty.
Yeah, and literally the only thing I do with this tank anymore is pull out some of these and pull out some of the Java moss and do a water change every other week.
Wow.
I'll
Yeah,
be doing
You're
a water
doing an
change this
excellent
weekend.
job.
Rocco,
That's
the issue
fantastic.
for me is I have like 7 or 8 tanks I'd want to do it on, and I can't decide which one to do it on. And doing it on all 7 would be very difficult or
Yeah.
expensive. So
Not if you
I
use
am.
the Aquario Neo CO2 disposable kit.
That's what I was
6
getting ready to
months of
say.
CO2 for 6 months of CO2 per tank for $22.
have
I'm
you
getting
used
one.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do use it.
And it works for you?
Yes, it does. It works amazingly. Well, I should finish my sentences more often.
Yes.
Gonna need to trim that back. That when did I is pretty much bunched
Got
up
one.
against the glass already.
Oh, look, some people do
Oh.
listen to me.
Yeah,
That's
Steph.
amazing. How does it work? Does it work well for you, Steph, or did you just start using it? I've always had great success with it. I like to use it for the first 2 months I'm trying to establish a new tank, just because I'm a little impatient and I want my plants to get bigger quicker.
So
I
I
think
was
it's
thinking
cool.
about using a DIY CO2 system, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm going to.
Well, like Roxanne was just talking about, even a DIY, that kit from Boost Plant, you can't beat it because it's got everything already
Yeah, it's a
included.
full
It is,
kit.
yeah, and it's just what it is a DIY system. So I'm gonna
And
check
when
it
it's
out
done,
too.
you can either get the refills for it or you can toss it and just buy a whole new kit.
It is, isn't it, Marco? Beautiful. Oh, Steph says she's trying to figure out how to use it. Haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
To me, it
Well,
doesn't seem as scary
just
to try.
you have to add water to the main bottle 24 hours before you want to start using the CO2, because you have to let that gel
Hello.
set up for 24 hours. And then after that, you'll be fine to add your yeast and your water mixture.
Hmm.
Hey,
Rocco,
Terry.
the name of that CO2 kit is Aquario Neo CO2 kit. You can find it on boostplant.com. If a mod
Terry.
could be so kind to drop that link, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Terry's wanting to know how long that tank has been running, Geek Boy. Was that 10 or 11 years, or is that? Oh,
Oh, did he freeze?
oh, he's muted.
I'm muted. I'm sure he
11
doesn't want to
years.
be the center focus the whole time.
There you go. Sorry, talking
Oh,
on
you're
mute. Didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, no
Yeah, they've
worries.
been up for 10 or 11 years.
nice.
Yes, she does, Chewy.
Happy belated birthday, Terry. I think the other day was Terry's birthday.
It was.
Yes. I think I said happy birthday to him on.
Yeah.
When we were up
Oh,
that
was
night.
it? Happy belated birthday, Terry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've been so behind on everything. I apologize.
Me too. Let's see. What's Steph saying now? I have to pull it up.
I don't know when you have to have the lights on
Very
that
good
tank
idea.
though.
Yeah, I think that's what she means. Is that
Yeah,
she's just going to
mm,
alternate it
yeah.
because you don't want to use CO2 after lights out. But
Yeah.
the Aquario Neo CO2 kit is not as potent as like a traditional setup, so you don't have to worry about it killing your fish overnight.
Oh,
And
so
you
can
can
leave it on overnight?
you
Well,
can
it's a
run
DIY
CO2
kit.
without the lights, but you know, if you're not putting too much CO2 in, you won't have any problems. If you wake up and you see fish gasping at the surface, then you know you're putting too much CO2 in
Yes, but
overnight.
also if you have enough surface agitation, it'll dissipate quickly. But the reason you don't want to run CO2 at night is because plants pull oxygen from the water at night. They make it during the day, but they use it at night. So it'll be double oxygen consuming environment. So you don't really want to do that with fish that are too big. Smaller fish can handle it. They don't require as much oxygen unless they're like hill stream type fish.
I know, right, Sean?
We're just having you another birthday, Terry.
He said too late, wait till next year.
Oh, let's see what else is happening. Yeah, no, that was one
I'm
thing I
gonna
did.
drop
Totally
back down.
understand stuff.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for coming up and showing us your tanks. Geek, we
Absolutely.
greatly appreciate it.
Brian. Are you gonna leave? I'm gonna cry. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, he's gone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geek Boy.
He's
That was awesome.
he's a pro at the quick goodbyes because sometimes they're like, okay, I gotta go. I really gotta go. No, okay. All right, there's one more story. Okay, I really gotta. Okay, one more.
I thought I did a pretty good job with that this morning.
What do you mean? Keeping me there forever?
The short goodbye, and then I clicked off.
Oh yeah, that was a super quick goodbye.
I had it. I was already going on off over because I was gonna stop, and then Chewy had come up, so I was waiting for that to go, but our cleaners were coming, and I had an appointment for my hand, so.
I know, and when Chewy comes up, you want to give him as much time as possible because he always has so much information to share.
I could not stop the stream when Chewy came up. I was like,
I was like, I need to go in 2 minutes, and then Chewy came up, and it was another 45 minutes.
Was it 45 minutes?
Roughly, yes.
I was doing other things while because I just turned you guys on mute, and I muted myself, and
and you just let us do our own thing.
Oh, Kevin, do you see your message from Lori?
I gotcha.
Okay. They just walked in and handed me a bag of Applewood smoked bacon jerky.
Hello, Terry.
Howdy, howdy.
Terry.
That looks
Welcome
awesome.
to the Hot Mess Express.
How you doing, Mary?
Doing great. How about
Hey,
yourself?
Foxy, how are you?
Good,
Hey,
how are you?
I got some of the CO2 questions.
Yes.
Are the one you recommended or the one Geek Boy is using, is that the one that actually uses the pressurized tank? Not the pressurized tank that you refill, but the one that you put I forget what the ingredients are in it. Or are you talking the one where you just use a plastic bottle?
The one that I'm talking about is a kit of a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
But it's a gel set with yeast And
Right.
it comes with the
It's yeast and something else. What's the other thing?
It's like bicarbonate gel for the yeast, and you set up the bicarbonate gel 24 hours in advance.
Somebody was showing me one on one of my early streams when I first
geez.
started,
Mhm.
and yeah, it might have been Geek Boy, where he's actually using a metal tank where you can regulate it a lot better than you can with just a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
And if Geek Boy would want to come up and show people that, it is freaking awesome. It kind of bridges the gap between the one where you got to go to the welding supply store and get your, you know,
All the stuff.
get your bottle refilled and all of that. He literally, it's basically the plastic bottle thing, only way better.
Yeah.
Hello, Tuber Chat.
I'm assuming that's Mike. And yes, I agree, Steph.
I was trying to find that link. Did anybody drop the link for that?
Well, I find that the Aquario Neo CO2 kit is a very good item to purchase because it's cheap, and if you're curious about CO2 but you're unsure about it,
Yeah.
or you're new to it and want to learn about it,
Oh, it was Ian.
$22 is worth the investment.
It was Ian that
I've
showed
always
that
had great
to
success.
me.
How do you know
Yeah,
it was
Ian
Ian?
uses it.
Because
Hey,
Greg
welcome
just
back,
told
Geek
me
Boy.
it was Ian.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, Geek Boy's
Are you
using the
on
one where you go
Are you on
to
mute
where
again?
you go to the welding supply store and get it refilled. And
I would like to figure out what is it, Oceans Aquariums, where they go around and he's got like the upside down Gatorade bottles, and he just
Yeah.
takes the CO2 and has like a little injector straw and fills up the bottles and it releases.
Yeah, that's the economical way to do it.
Yeah.
I think I have a way. My mom said that she would take me to the fish stores, so I'm hoping I can go there and do a video on it because he said he'd explain it to me.
Oh, nice.
So and I have a bunch of questions on how the heck to do it, and I'd like to do a video on it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, that'll be good, Kevin.
Okay, so this is Geek
it's
Boy's
all about
CO2 setup.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is literally just a pressurized CO2 canister. I think this is a 5-pound.
And how long does that last?
The little amount of CO2 I put in, it lasts for over about a year at least.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, Steph.
Because the solenoid will shut it off at night. Right now, it's not on at all. There's no, you can't. The bubble counter is not going at all because my lights are about to go off. I've got everything hooked up to these smart power strips. The bottom row are smart, so I can turn on and off each of the bottom ones individually through my home automation, and then the top ones are always on. So my canister filter and heaters and all that are on the top. The lights, the CO2, and my top off pump are all on the bottom.
Wait, how do you have a red? I'm assuming that's the Aquarium Co-op air.
It's the same kind of USB air pump, but just not from Co-op. You can get them in all kinds of colors. I've got blue ones and green ones and black ones, and they plugged into the USB on this power strip.
Okay.
Geek Boy Marco Isidori is asking if you have any killifish in your aquarium with the cryptocorn.
No killifish. This one here has the rainbows, the neon dwarf precox, bleeding heart little chicken shits that are hiding somewhere now that I'm not feeding them. I put food in here, and those tetras become piranha, but any other time, for whatever reason, they're hiding in the back. Some more white clouds. Pandagara. I think there's 5 Pandagara in here, and one little pepper Cory, who's not going to be easy to see because he's hiding under that sword there.
Yes, I agree, Chalupa.
Hey, Geek Boy, do you ever stick some food to the glass and see those pandagaras come out?
Oh yeah. The pandagaras come out all the time. They'll if I stick my hand in, they'll come up and start nibbling on it.
They're amazing, ain't they?
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Mhm. I
They're
love my
definitely
fish
some of my
tanks.
favorite fish. Those guys, the pea puffers and my peacock gudgeons, I think currently are my favorite fish I've got.
What are your favorite fish you've got?
The pandagara, these little guys here.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
My pea puffers and my emperor gudgeons.
Emperor or peacock?
What was that, Kevin?
Peacock gudgeons or
Yeah, peacock
Emperor.
gudgeons. Peacock. I have peacock gudgeons.
Got
And
it.
my little round terrors.
Ooh, what kind of stone is that in there? Is that
That's
maple?
more dragonstone.
Oh, it's just okay.
Oh, we were looking at that
Yeah,
piece. We were looking at that rock the other night, weren't we?
Hmm.
Probably.
That's pretty.
I know, right, Mike? That's not
I
even an
know it.
understatement.
Hey, Ames. You said
Hi,
it, Mike.
Ames.
Love those little guys. They're so much fun. They're always, every time I turn around, they'll come out to the front of the tank.
That is too cool.
Rocco,
Okay, so-
yes, I do have the disposable CO2 cartridge kit, the Aquario Neo kit. It does really, really well. I have it going on my 5-gallon right now.
And you said it cost $20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 22. It's like $22.50 plus $8 shipping.
Do you have the ability to show us, Foxy?
I
Because
do
I'd be
not.
curious to see it.
I'm
I'll
running
see if I can
StreamYard
find
on a
it.
brick. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Did you see what Sean
Alright.
said?
See what who said what?
S said floating loaded potatoes.
Oh,
That doesn't even sound yummy.
how many people do we have in here?
35 at the moment, I believe.
All right, show of hands. How many of you people have put a sweet potato in your tanks?
Not
Never done
yet.
Nope.
That was a thing for a while. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Oh, to grow the sweet potato in the tank?
Yeah.
The white clouds are flaring.
I find strawberries do really well.
Those
I
are
was
nice
gonna
looking
say
white clouds
strawberries.
too.
I want to try.
Ooh, I want to do strawberries. I need to figure out how to
And
do
they
that.
s-
That would be cool.
And your fish tanks ends up smelling like strawberries. It smells so good.
Oh, nice.
How do you do it? Do you
That's
just
awesome,
throw
Greg.
them on top with
Well, you put them in like little cups that you puncture holes in and like little lycra balls in there so they can wick up the moisture. And then you set them on top of, like, I cut little holes in my lids and I set the cups in there so the roots
Mhm.
can just grow down in and absorb the nutrients.
I need to talk to you then later about it then,
Yeah, and that's no worries.
because I want to do that, but
Yeah, sweet potatoes go soft after a while, and then all that sugar backs up into the water and creates an algae bloom. So I wouldn't
Oh, okay.
recommend it.
Oh, I see.
That's always
Geek
fun.
Boy, I see some blackbeard algae there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just a teeny tiny
Yep,
bit.
there's a whole bunch of it, actually.
Yeah, actually, now the more I look,
On the
I see
leaves.
more and more.
Listen to Steph. Click
Yeah.
it while it's there. It's gonna disappear. The link is in chat.
oh gosh darn it, it got deleted already.
But
Did it
I
really?
Yep.
don't really worry too much about algae.
Oh, I was
The
just.
algae I
giving you a
really
hard
care about
time.
is the blue-green
You know
algae.
that.
Oh, yeah. I deserve it.
Blackbeard algae actually does look good. I've seen some pretty impressive tanks with just a ton of it in there. Maple Street Aquatics is one. He's got one particular native tank, and it's just loaded with blackbeard, and it's one great looking tank.
Mhm.
This
if
one even
I-
has blue-green, but this is the east side, and the morning sun comes in right there and shines in. So that's why this side has all the algae, all the blackbeard and the cyanobacteria.
Thank you. I think I got it. Roxanne, if I put it in private
Yeah.
chat, can you put it in chat? Because it seems to work better when the host does it.
Sure.
That's it, Rocco.
The stream.
I just can't leave StreamYard on my phone.
But if you're in StreamYard, you can put
Exactly.
Put it
So if you
in
give me
chat.
the link, I could post it and it should stick.
$21.99.
Thank you. Because
Ames says she has that kit too. Hasn't used it.
there we go.
A lot of people use that the
Yeah,
DEI
it just
kit with
it
the
just came out
plastic
about
bottles.
it just came out. The Aquario Neo one came out about a year and a half ago. So it's relatively new on the American market, but it was really big on the Asian market before it came over here.
Okay.
So like even like beginner ADA people were using it.
It just doesn't seem as I don't know, scary to me.
It isn't, and it's affordable. So if you make a boo-boo with it, it's not going to break your pocket.
Right. Now you said it lasts about how long? You kind of use it
6
here and there.
months.
So once you mix it up, or do you just mix up a little bit at a time, or do you mix it up?
Well, you
and
mix up the bicarbonate gel all at once,
Mm-hmm.
and then once a month you replace the yeast. You'll notice as the bubbles start slowing down.
Oh, okay.
So you pour off the water, you replace the yeast and fresh water. And if you don't want to continue using it at that point, you just drain off the water, cap it, and store it in a cool, dry place.
Roxanne, I put it in chat.
I just put it in big chat.
Thank you.
It
Or you can just or you can just put half a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of yeast in the bottle. That works too.
Yeah, that will work too.
Hey, Ray.
But you'll have to replace your bicarbonate gel after 6 months because the yeast eats it.
Oh, that's nice, Ames.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. One tank, which I have.
Greg
like,
says the directions aren't great unless you can read Korean. My directions came in English, but maybe you got an original kit.
The yeast came with it, didn't it, Roxanne? Or do you have to
Yes,
supply
the
your own?
yeast comes in 6 individual pre-portioned packets.
Okay.
And if you want to do your own DIY, the winemaker's yeast is a little slower reacting, so it'll last a little longer.
You mean brewer's yeast?
Brewer's yeast, yes. Brewers or wine will react a lot slower, so each bottle will last a little longer.
Huh, never heard of that one.
All right. Learning something.
Yeah. Before I got my pressurized system from Priscilla's shop, long before she started working there, I did DIY CO2.
Okay.
And how would you say your success then compares to your success now?
It was great. I had great success both times. I had a 29-gallon with that big old Java fern, that big old Amazon sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that Amazon sword is actually older than 11 years.
Wow.
That thing's been around for 15 years or so in various guises. That might be one of its offshoots of the original plant.
Maybe.
But that Amazon sword has been in one or several different tanks over 15 to 20 years now.
That's cool.
But I had it in a 29-gallon with the DIY CO2, and I just had two 2-liter bottles, and every other week I would pull the one that was active and put the other one in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about just making my own DIY one, but I'm not sure whether I want to do that or buy a kit.
Right. Well, I mean, with the kit, it comes with all the tubes and all the little.
Well, yeah, but I have the parts for it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Well, the only thing I recommend is that if you're gonna go the DIY way and make it yourself, buy those special caps that are already fitted for tubes, and don't hot glue your own because they don't hold the seal very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the I used silicone instead of hot glue on mine.
Like they'll still leak after a while from the pressure. So like I just rather a solid cap instead of something that like is glued back together. Hello, Holly.
Yeah.
Welcome.
20 years ago,
Sweet
that
dreams, Marco.
wasn't an option.
Yeah. You had to be creative then.
Yep.
Oh no, I think we lost Mary.
Uh-oh.
We did. She'll be back. She either got attacked by puppies or children. We know how this works. And Kevin has disappeared too. There's alien abductions abound tonight.
Don't mind me. I was busy eating hot tamales during all of that.
No worries.
Did you bring enough for the rest of the class?
Absolutely not. I'm selfish that way.
It's fine. I don't like them anyways.
Yeah, they're an acquired taste. I have Spree as well, if you like Spree.
I used to eat sprees when I was little. I don't know if my teeth can handle those now.
And I do have, before I step down, I actually have a question for Foxy Fishes that I tried to make earlier today.
Okay.
I have a question about ram's horn snails.
Yes, sir.
You know how they make the little, I don't know if you want to call it a gel pack, you know, their egg cluster that they make.
Yeah, jelly
And-
clutches.
And it's laid on the side of the glass. If you take your tweezers, you know, your handy dandy planner tweezers, and you hit that, and a lot of times the whole cluster will just float off of the side of the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Will they still hatch, or do you physically have to? Because I noticed if I use my finger, I know this is going to sound terrible to you, but if I use my finger or my thumb, I can literally puncture, and it kind of crushes that egg cluster.
They'll still hatch if you just scrape them off and let them float away.
That's what I thought.
You have
Little
to actually remove
sons of
them, or
guns.
if you scrape them off and squish them, the fish will eat them, but whatever eggs they don't eat from that clutch will still hatch.
Yeah.
So it's just best to remove them and then vacuum them out.
They're industrial little boogers.
Thank you, Tuber Chad, for coming in and hanging out with us. We greatly
Well, he's
appreciate
got
it.
quite a selection of
Enjoy your
bottles.
evening.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Biggs!
So, I
Biggs
have
is alive.
bottles, and then I just have these for different projects and DIYs.
And
So
KG Tropicals.
I already have the, I don't know what you call these, but these ones for another
Yes.
project, and then I have the CO2 caps already.
Okay, that'll be perfect.
Yep.
But then, yeah, you just need your ingredients.
So it's just yeast and water, right? Or
Yeast, sugar, water.
Yeah, you need something for the yeast to eat.
Hmm.
yeast, sugar, and water. Is that all I need?
Well, that'll get your reaction, but I always use a bicarbonate with it.
Bicarbonate.
Like baking soda, I do baking soda.
So baking.
No.
Okay, I need the ingredients, but
You can look it up online. It's really simple.
okay.
And you want proper measurements because you don't want it making you don't want to making too much at once. Do you have a drop checker for your
No, I
CO2?
don't. No, I don't. But will it produce enough where I need that?
With the DIY kit, if you're doing it yourself, it's always best to have it because you don't know exactly how much your kit is going to fluctuate.
I would think it would be good to have a drop checker in any kind of CO2 system, just so you have that visual representation of what's going on.
Wrong recipe, Rocco.
Yeah, and when it's used
I
up,
know
it
what
is
that
going to
recipe is
stink.
for.
Sorry, Geek Boy.
I said when it's all used up, it is going to stink. Your bottles will smell horrible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I haven't had my
Great.
bottles smell. They just smell like yeast. They smell like beer or like wine after like a weak wine.
So, do you just use these, or what is yours, Roxanne?
I have the kit.
Yeah, what's
So
the kit come with?
the kit comes with a sturdy bottle that won't explode. It's a thicker plastic. It's got a strong lid on the top. It's better for pressurized. Well, like those should be fine because they hold pressurized liquid as well. But I just don't trust myself.
Is that
for it
is
not
that
to
bottle
explode.
clear, or I mean, does it look like a plastic bottle, or does it look like a metal bottle? Is it painted?
Mine's clear plastic.
Okay, it's still not the. What you keep describing is like what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to remember who did it. But I want to say his was an actual metal bottle, just so you could, like, at night you could turn it off and the reaction
Hello,
can keep
Mylene.
happening and your bottle doesn't blow up.
Kevin, Steph wrote a little recipe there for you.
Yeah, there's my original ones. For this one was a 2-liter, and then I also tried it with a 1-gallon juice bottle.
Mm-hmm.
This one worked better because the bottle itself is stronger, and of course it's a gallon instead of 2 liters.
Yes.
But yeah, it's silicone, hard airline silicone through the caps on both sides. So yeah, it's 15 years of old DIY of mine.
Yeah.
Hey, Geek Boy, nice talking to you. I'm gonna jump back off here, let somebody else have a chance. Foxy, thank you for the ram's horn question.
You're
which
welcome.
kind of depressed me. I was kind of hoping you were like, yeah, they'll absolutely die, but no, they're still
No,
going
you're
to
just
live, and I'm going to be
spreading them
dealing with them forever.
You're spreading them more freely amongst your tanks.
Or you can just
Enjoy
enjoy
the
the fact that they're going to help clean the glass and eat detritus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. All right. Love you guys.
Thank you for coming up, Terry.
Hey, you guys have a good one.
You as well. Let's see. Oh, Cheesefish Tank said Gatorade bottles work as well. Kevin, because they're thicker, easier to drill.
So I'm not
welcome.
So I'm not drilling it because I have these, so I don't need to drill them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's partially
Are you muted,
why.
Mary?
Can I give Terry some nightmares?
Don't hear you.
All those ram shorns.
Game. And she's gone. See what you did, us? It's all your fault this time.
I got a whole herd of ram shorns keeping this quarantine tank active, of course, and the mystery snails, but those are more recent. But I'm sure Terry's cringing terribly right now.
Hi, Al. Hi, Danikin.
I showed Terry the tank right before I fished out 800 snails, and they were literally free bombing from the surface because they were filter feeding. I'm like, look, Terry, they're literally falling from the sky. Hello, Danikin.
Some of them have
welcome.
really nice shells in here.
No, they're just 20 fluid ounces.
What is the majority of ram's horns that you have? I currently have the blue leopard ram's horns and the chocolate leopards.
These are just ram's horns that came on probably on that damn Amazon sword 15 years ago and have just transferred from tank to tank to tank.
Yeah, nuisance
even
ram's horns.
on purpose.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, there's snails all over this tank right now. But it's going to be ready for any gobies or whatever fish I get next.
Is that what you're considering? Is gobies next?
Yeah, I want to get some kind of stiffodon. I think is going to be my next next addition to that 90-gallon.
Wait, why does Terry
That'll be
feel
exciting.
sick?
Because
Why is Terry
snails
on?
are his second favorite thing besides endlers.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yes, Mike, Aquamate did do a video on small CO2 kits. Oh, goodness. I think it's an ADA. Is it an ADA kit? Very small canisters. I think they're like 0.5 mil. I actually think they just discontinued those, if I'm not mistaken. I saw them in clearance at the pet store, so I assumed they're no more.
Jason says because he had tomatoes in his chalupa.
Oh, goodness.
And there's a couple little tiny MTS snails in this one. The rest of them are under the substrate right now. But again, bunch of ramshorns.
Do your
There's
MTSs
another
come out
MTS.
at night after lights out?
Oh yeah, yeah, and in the afternoon. So I've got this tank is on a, I think it's a 9-hour cycle, but it has a 2-hour dark period in the middle of the afternoon, and they'll come out. They'll be the glass will be covered in them in the afternoon.
So are you an advocate of a fish tank siesta?
I am when you've got a bunch of light, which there's what is it, 4 lights on this thing because of the odd shape of the lid.
Yeah.
And I'm still dealing with cyanobacteria since I yanked a whole bunch of plants out. This thing was way overgrown. I had pretty much neglected it for a few years, and so I just pulled out a whole bunch of crypts, and it was overflowing with Java moss and all that, which caused a nutrient spike, and I'm still dealing with the cyanobacteria backfire from that.
Yeah, it can be a pain in the butt once it gets going. But you know best. Just keep at it, and then you'll get it to go away.
Yeah. I'll probably black it out again for a couple of days here in another week or two.
Actually, like I was able to get rid of it pretty quick because it was like growing in my substrate by gravel vacuuming the substrate like daily. And water changes that seem to cycle out the excess nutrients rather quickly.
Yeah, I've got a dish brush that I use on that and try to scrape it off during water changes and catch it all in the python, but it's still only thing that really gets rid of it quickly for me is blacking out the tank for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Same thing with me and duckweed. You go and you clear your mat off, and you know there's that one piece hidden somewhere in the tank. So you shut your light off for a few days, and hopefully it'll fade away. But that is definitely my most favorite tank that you have.
The 75 half round one or the 90?
Yes, the half round. I love all those crypts in that one. Very much a crypt fan.
Yes, so am I. And Anubias. Like I said, I've got that Anubias spread throughout all of my tanks. Different,
and that's incredible.
Different bits of it.
It's incredible with the growth on that, and you have clippings in other tanks.
Yeah, that's part of that same plant right there in my snail tank or my shrimp tank. And then buried in Java moss is more clippings. And that snail tank has a whole bunch of it too on the driftwood in there.
Beautiful.
I don't know whether we can see from the camera angle on the 75. No, not really. But there's a couple of clippings in the 75 as well.
And they're just so well scaped. I like that they're natural. I really love natural tanks. I don't see any eyesores in them.
Yeah, I mean, I put like the sword I put back in there, and it stays where it's at. Other, because it shoots off runners vertically rather than across through the substrate like the crypts do. So it stays put where the crypts will spread. They'll send runners through the substrate and pop up all over. But yeah, I don't really do anything other than pull some out every so often.
I've noticed with my crypt, I have crypt lutea at the moment, and I have clumps of it, but they don't shoot out runners. They're just producing a massive amount of leaves. So they're like becoming huge bushes, but they're not running anywhere.
Got a
Do they just
couple
need like
little.
more time?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever had that crypt. I do have some parva, but that's been pretty slow growing. There's got 2 bits of it in here, and then 1 in each of the 2 bigger tanks. But I think it melted in the 75, and it's kind of covered by the swords in the 90.
That's exciting, T. Good luck with your new snails. I love my mystery snails.
I can probably show a fair amount of the runners on the crypts on that 90. As my cat slinks away because she knows she's not supposed to be downstairs. So yeah,
I would
see
keep
right
the
there.
snails separated to maintain their colors. It's not that the colors will mix with each other, but they can cause different shades of the foot, which will create different shades of the shells because they're translucent. So you do kind of want to keep them separated. But if you do mix them, you'll get varying colors within the same clutch. Like my most recent clutch was blues, goldens, and ivories. But I did notice that the blues are a little lighter and the ivories are a tinge bit yellowy. So it's possible for the gradient of the foot to change, but not the color gradient of the shell.
Right there's a really good example of a crypt runner.
Oh yeah, I don't have that yet.
Yeah. And they'll just spread. I originally had everything planted from here back. Well, actually, let me go from about there back to the flat end of this tank. And of course,
Oh wow.
yeah, give it a decade or so, and this is what you end up with. Actually,
we all got a decade to spare.
no, I've done the same thing with this one. I've had to pull just about everything. This thing was completely covered in Java moss after a year of not doing much with it. And then the only thing I've added since then is I added when did I red the Tropica Japan that I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with yet. A little bit of S Repins, and actually I can see there's the Crypt Parva, and I believe that's dwarf hairgrass that was hitchhiking in with that Parva. So I just went ahead and planted it in here.
Replant.
Yep, exactly.
I love the hydrocotyl Japan. It's probably one of my most favorite colors.
Yeah, it's just blossomed. I mean, it was melted almost all the way back when I first got it, a month and a half ago, I think. So that's maybe a month and a half, 2 months worth of growth in this tank.
Wow, that's incredible growth for that. Because I had a really hard time establishing it to grow out, but I think that my light may have been a little strong because I noticed that it was growing in compact, tight, bushy clumps. So I think it was just happy with not spreading, and it actually was Dutch styling itself out. So that was cool for a while.
Yeah, this is the kind of the darker portion of my tank. So the lights end right here, and so they'll only get that much light. You can see it's all shaded right here at the top, so they don't get direct light off of the two high-grow lights that I've got. Those guys.
Oh, Kenny, I'm sorry you're not
Sorry,
feeling
Kenny.
well.
I thought it was yesterday. You're still not feeling well?
You better rest and stay hydrated. Hope you feel better soon.
Did Kenny get the shot?
Yes. Yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, my wife and I got it Tuesday, and yesterday we were both feeling horrible.
The first or
Headaches
second?
and tired. Or
First
second
or-
shot.
Oh, I got the first, and I was fine. I didn't feel any effects, but my mom was having hot and cold flashes.
A lot of people are having like 24-hour fatigue with the second shot, but it's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was my mom.
That's definitely what we had. The first shot, we just had the sore arm.
Bye, Rocco.
I might be able to find an old picture of that tank. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Thank you for stopping in, Rocco.
Hopefully you'll be back, but if not, thanks for stopping in. It was nice seeing you.
Oh. Ricky said it took 3 days for him to start feeling better after his first shot. Maybe you were really dehydrated, Ricky.
Did Ricky get? Did you get the coronavirus before? Did you contract coronavirus?
Why does that?
Ooh, that's a curious statistical question for analysis.
My understanding
Yes,
is a number of people have that have contracted coronavirus prior to getting the shots really have a much harder time on the second shot than people that did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if that's because it was still, their immune system was still compromised from the first round. Like when they had the virus versus when they received the shot. So their body might just have been reacting accordingly from when the first time they had the antibodies introduced, or the virus introduced to produce the antibodies. Michael Long says, beautiful tanks, Geek Boy.
Thank you. Very easy. Just put plants in there and let them sit for 10 years.
I find the tanks that do the best in my care are the ones that I rarely ever touch.
Uh-huh.
Seems like the less I look at a tank, the better it does. Like my butthead tank, like I don't like looking at that one too much because those fish stress me out a little bit, but I'll go in there and I feed them and I sit down and I'm like, these plants look amazing. That Swasser tank is ginormous. But I can't get the Swasser tank to grow in any other tank but the butthead tank, where the fish are brutal and mosh all day long. It's growing like gangbusters, so that's interesting. But if Geek Boy, you would no longer like to be the center of attention, I can pull us all back up.
I'm going to try to get a picture up here in a second.
Oh, sure.
If I can figure out how to do it.
Michael Long is asking, how often do you do water changes?
Every 2 weeks.
And how much percentage do you change?
Between 30 and 50%.
Okay, so a healthy water
2 weeks ago, I did a 50% change, but most of them are about 30%.
Now, is there a reason why you change at the 2 week mark? Is like your nitrate ppm higher at that point, or is it just to refresh the minerals in the water for your plants?
Yeah, basically when they stop pearling, I'll change more. I haven't tested these tanks in, God, I don't know how many years. My API master test kit is all dried up and done down in the basement.
No
See,
worries,
I
Nico.
have the API master test kit, but I don't see very well, so using it, I never do. And I don't do a ton of water changes either. But I try and do it once a month.
Well, there are the digital kits, which I know are expensive, to help for that, Kevin.
Which ones?
There's digital readers for ammonia, nitrate. Goodness. Can't think of the other ones
So
off the top of my head right now.
I have a pH and a TDS pen, but for the I bought the Hannah digital testers, and they're crap because you have to do the exact same thing that you would generally.
Oh goodness. Welcome back, PJ. No worries.
Um,
Phone call
so
with Granny is much more important.
yes, it is.
I love that tank.
You have to add
So
powdered meat.
This is that tank in 2014. And you see I had some Amazon swords off to the right. Again, part of that same Amazon swords and that crypt and another smaller sword. But yeah, you can actually see the lava rock, at least the black lava rock off to the left.
What the island has not swallowed yet.
Yep. Yeah, so
I
that's
love tanks like that.
2014. I don't know whether I have any good pictures of it before then.
But you're saying, Kevin, that you have to add minerals?
So you have to add the water to the vials, to the line. You have to make sure that that it's clean on the outside, and then you have to add the packets in to this tiny vial, and then add water. And to me, that's just a pain in the butt having to do that. Or having to add the drops to the other one, and then for one of them, you also have to convert it.
Oh.
Even after.
Yeah, I can see how that can be difficult for you.
That's a pain in the butt. And I'm like, no, thank you. So after you do everything and you do the exact same thing, it will, like, if you're colorblind, it seems like it would be okay. But other than that, for me, doesn't really help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ricky said that he had no symptoms of the virus, and he had 4 tests done, and they came back all good every time. So he just had difficulty with the shot. Maybe he was just more sensitive.
Could be. Finding a whole bunch of vacation pictures, but not finding old tank pictures.
Kevin, Mike is asking, can you see the test strips well enough?
No. At least whenever I do it, the tests, it comes out with really funky results, and I don't think they're correct. Or they can't possibly be correct. So,
is it something your parents would be willing to help you with?
They try to, but even they're guessing.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I understand.
No, it doesn't. And I have like 8 tanks that I need to test, and so I'm like, I just leave them be. At least the 2 over here have been set up for a while, so I don't even really do too many water changes on them.
Chalupa No Tomato says, my supervisor likes your tank also, Geek Boy. So this must be also a work event.
Well, didn't Travis say he was standing by his supervisor? Because anyways, I don't know. That might have been Mr. Manifesto. I'm not sure, but I thought he was standing there.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Ricky
it's
also
okay,
said he
Mike.
has a few medical problems, so that might have also been a factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably that might. If you have pre-existing conditions, then that might be part of it. That's entirely possible. I just don't know.
Al said you get caught, Chalupa. Hey, RB, that's not nice.
Wait, why is he putting that in there?
Something Mr. Manifesto said. Goodness, what did Mr. Manifesto say? Oh. Okay. Guessing cockroaches.
Okay, that
Oh,
kind of
goodness.
that was kind of warranted, but it was also, yeah. Oh,
So,
Mike said working on getting your supervisor into fish keeping, Travis. And BJ said, second shot today. Geek Boy is a gifted aquarist. I agree. And awesome,
so
BJ.
this is the 75 gallon tank in 2017.
Oh, wow.
That's when I had a big school of emperor tetras in there. Let's see if I can get that arranged better.
Chupa said, yeah, I had to include Supervisor L.
There we go. That's more of it anyway. Maybe.
Are you still with us, Mary? Hey, Griffin.
Hey, Griffin.
How are you?
Hey, Geek Boy. Hey, Kevin. Mary.
How's work going?
Slow.
Slow. Oh, Mary said her sound keeps going out, but she's here. Mike said it's not goofing off if the boss is there too.
Yeah, because
Unless the
bosses never
boss
goof
shows
off.
up. Unless the boss's boss shows up.
yeah, but then there's trouble either way.
Uh-oh.
And Mary said she's just been talking away. So she's been
Oh,
talking
no.
this whole time and we've heard nothing.
Not a thing.
Oh, poor Mary.
Oh.
There we go, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
Mary's
RB.
gonna try to pop back up.
Okay, how
It's a
much?
beautiful sunny day there, Griffin.
Yeah. It is.
No, Mary, I did not hear you asking me about trapdoor snails.
Hey, Mark.
And I do not know anything about trapdoor snails.
Oh, I saw a
Surprisingly.
comment from her in chat, I thought.
No, it, Travis.
Welcome back, Mary. Still can't
Hey,
hear
Mary.
you. Love you.
Still
Oh, yeah,
can't
my
hear you,
camera's-
Mary.
My camera's not on. I forgot. I think she was like, bye, I'll just be in chat. It happens. That's the way a live stream works. There's always a technical difficulty of some sort. Mary said YouTube has muted her. I don't know why they would mute you now. There's no screaming children or puppies abound. So They're gonna mute her when she's quiet. Maybe they think she's broken.
Probably.
Sorry, sir, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna allow you up.
Yeah, especially lately. I would not do that.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah, after Cat, I feel so bad Terry went through that. We are not being flashed on this show.
No.
Oh, Patty said her shot got canceled and they were really rude about it. Who do I need to beat up, Patty? Just send me the address. I'll take care of it. And here's my mom. Is it going to work this time? No, no sound. You can just sit there and smile and nod and look pretty and just thumbs up, thumbs down, do a little this.
Hey, check. Hey, Mary, check your mic settings. Your mic.
Now she's muted herself. Oh, yes, the mic settings on the
Yeah.
cam mic option underneath.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Just
Might need to
because
switch
you
your mic.
change your name doesn't mean I'm letting you up on the live stream. Please go away. Goodness gracious.
What did they change their name to this time?
Someone's name in chat, and I don't want to embarrass them, so I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
Yes, BJ. There was a naked individual on a live stream earlier this week, and I think they just tried popping back up here, and I'm not gonna put them up. So, shall we just move on?
Okay. I don't know if you. I know you use StreamYard more than I do, but is there a way to know who they are? Because they said that you can look when they go in backstage if at their email address that they're signed into, but I didn't think that was possible.
You can.
There is a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it, but it's there to do.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. She's still quiet.
Love you,
No.
Mom. It just happens. It's probably in her settings, or maybe it's StreamYard being wonky, but also YouTube's being weird. So it literally could be anything.
Yeah.
No worries.
Who the heck is that?
Mods, can you take care of that, please?
Yeah, I was going to, but I can't.
So that's their picture of the 90 in January of this year.
Oh, Jesus.
That's awesome. Wait,
So
you got that 90 established?
no,
Oh,
I
they're
did.
not?
So I
Oh,
this is
yep.
when I trimmed it way back. So this is so in January this is what that 90 looked like.
Beautiful.
Did they take care of it?
And you could slowly see the Anubias creeping up the side.
Yep.
Thank you, Mods, for taking care of that. There's no tolerance for things like that here.
Nope. Hey, that is a nice tank.
Gorgeous.
Yep. And that's what it looks like now.
Mods, please also delete the Derek individual.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know you're making it if you start
I know, right?
getting spammed by trolls. So thank you
Yeah.
for the ego boost. Are you up on panel, Mary, or did I kick you back? No, you're there. Okay. Love that tank so much. And thank you so much, mods, for all your hard work that you do, dropping links, taking care of trolls, answering general questions that I
Mary.
missed, saying hello to everybody. Greatly appreciate it.
Mary's gonna get some headphones.
Okay, awesome.
See
Thank
if
you
that
for reading
works.
that out to me.
You're welcome. I just seen it.
And there's the 75 in January.
Oh,
It comes
wow.
up on StreamYard.
Nice.
There it is.
There we go.
That's a 75?
Yeah, that's
Isn't
the
it
one that has the
gorgeous?
cyanobacteria, and that's when I
Is it a
pulled all.
cylinder tank?
It's a half round. It's
That's
flat on the
cool.
back.
Half bird, ain't it? Isn't that what
Yeah,
they're
it's
called?
half round. So it's 180 degrees on the front and then flat on the back. Where'd my phone go? There it is.
So it's like if you cut a circle in half.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, get a better picture
Does
of it
the
here.
curved glass distort much?
Yeah, it does a bit. Oh, looks like my lights don't like not using their own timers, unfortunately. There we
Geek
go.
Boy said you have the most interesting shaped tanks.
Yeah, I don't like boring rectangular tanks. So you can see that's the back of it, flat. And then
Hello.
all the way around.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hey!
Is anybody
Hi.
is anybody out there?
And then,
No.
and then that's the other side, again, flat. But yeah, you do get some distortion. Not nearly as much as the end cap of the 90.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm not like real loud. Am I loud? I'm trying to talk.
No.
No,
Okay,
you're
you're
not
doing
loud at
okay.
all.
Okay.
That's actually perfect.
All right.
Perfect volume. Aim said it has a voice. What did you change, Mary?
I went and got some headphones.
So yeah, this one has a lot more distortion, but it's a lot sharper curve too.
Right on now.
And what's the depth of that tank?
24 inches? No, I think it's higher than that. I'm not sure anymore. Or you mean the width?
Yeah, well, front to like
8
from the front glass to the back glass depth.
It's 18 inches from this side to this side.
Okay, so that's wow, that's a tight curve then, yeah.
Yeah, and those are 48 inch Hydra lights. So it's a little bit longer than 48 inches, maybe 60 inches, I think, something like that, from the peak of the end to the flat end.
Nice.
Beautiful. Now I use the Hydra lights as well. How long have you been using them for?
Just a couple months now.
And how do you find your growth rate with them from your previous lights?
About that good.
Would you say they're on par with previous lights, or do you think
Oh,
these
yeah,
lights are better
absolutely.
than your previous?
These are actually better. I had the current designs satellite lights before, and yeah, these are better. I mean, I pretty much daily, most of the plants will pearl.
That's amazing.
They're about to stop because the CO2's been off for a little while now.
You
I've
had
had
solar
great
white
success
clouds.
with my Higger light as well. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Griffin. What?
He had solar white clouds.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
I have
Yeah, they'll flanner pretty regularly. Of course, they're probably not going to now. It's getting pretty late in the day here for them.
in that big
And I
mono.
think you accomplished an unaccomplishable thing. I think you made Mike's Aquatics speechless by he's just said, "Wow."
Yeah. Are those long fin or short fin long clouds?
Those are short fin. There's one flaring right there.
Oh, aren't they
They're
pretty?
just short fin.
Nice.
I'm waiting
Mhm.
for snail photo bomb. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Terry, look. Ramshorns.
They're coming
Oh,
to
all
get you,
five.
Terry.
All
You
five
know,
of
I
the
tried
peacock
to bring
gudgeons are all
I tried
out.
to bring some ramsons home with me, and I didn't. I didn't accomplish it. I couldn't say it.
What was the name of the light again?
Higar.
Higer?
Higer.
Mhm.
Higger.
Yeah.
Al was asking.
That's nice.
And there's all five of my peacock gudgeons.
I love those. Neat
Beautiful.
fish.
One of the
And
females is
the
pretty.
Higer lights are really affordable too, Al. So
Yes, they
you
are.
might enjoy them.
I have the Aquanine. I got Aquanites. They do okay.
Hmm I
Yeah,
have
those ones are okay.
I have the cheap Amazon Mingdak lights, and I love them. They're doing great. But I have low tech tanks, but they're
I've
doing a
heard with
good
the
job.
Mingdaks, get them wet
Mhm.
once and they won't work again. So be
I've
careful.
dropped them in the tank about 5 times each. The cats put them in there, and they're still
Oh
going. And I've
wow.
had them. That was the only thing I wondered if they, how long they would last. And I've had the one on the 15-gallon for over a year now. So, but it
Yeah,
puts out a lot of light.
that's awesome. I have the Higer on one aquarium,
Hmm
and I have a night crew on another aquarium, and that one's on the butthead tank, and that tank flourishes. It does really well. And then I have a
Yeah, you can.
5,000 lumen shop light on the 30-gallon, and those plants need to be trimmed once a week.
Oh wow! Now I do have
Yeah,
a
you can
current
see the
USA
pearling.
light. Oh,
Yeah, the pearls, happy little plants.
I
Yep.
know it. That's like one of my fantasies one day is to see my plants pearling.
One day.
CO2 will get it.
One day.
You see Ames question.
I have Aquanit or Higer better. I think they're relatively comparable aims, but I
Yeah.
would prefer Higer over Aquanit, but that's personal preference. And the
And
type
then,
of shop
yeah.
light I have is from Harbor Freight. It's the Braun 5,000 lumen $20 4-foot LED shop light.
Okay.
Why do you like them over the Aquanites?
Personal preference, because I have had the Higer, however you say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
So-
And
Higer.
see, I have a light like that one.
Yeah, this is a current design satellite. And this is not the Pro model, just the satellite.
Yeah.
And that's the Higer.
Before,
I have one for my 33-gallon that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. It came with the current USA light, the 33-gallon, and then just a bunch of stuff. But I haven't set it up yet.
And what was your
Um,
question, Kevin?
Sorry, Kev.
Have you used the Aquanites before?
No, I haven't, but I've been watching light comparison videos for like a year now,
Hmm
and they often compare the Aquanites to those. And they say they're comparable, but personal preferences, I've had the Higer, so I prefer the Higer.
So I've got 3 Higers and the old current design on that one. And then I don't remember whether I got a night crew or Aquanit on the quarantine
Hey,
tank.
Catfish Nation.
Hello, Catfish Nation. Welcome.
Hello, Catfish Nation.
Hey, Catfish Nation.
Aquanit.
Well, you definitely have everything dialed in, Geek Boy, because your
Yes, you
tanks
do.
are on fleek. They're gorgeous.
Yes, they are on fleek.
Love
I love
them.
it.
So this is the quarantine again. It's a 40 breeder, and I've got just the little Aquanit, and then an old current design.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
I love that
those plants have been in there for.
bottomed.
Yeah, I think those have been in there for a week and a half now. I pulled the crypts out of the 90 and the swords out of the 75, And then there's some more of the Nubius right there.
Wow. So do you like the current lights?
I probably wouldn't get them again. They were way more expensive than the Aquanites and the Hygers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I paid $100 a piece for some of them.
Oh, wow. Then I did good because I got a big one and it came with the whole tank for nothing. So that'll work.
Yeah, this was quite a while ago, though.
Expensive.
Yeah, this one's an old one. It's probably, I don't know. How long have they been out? Have they been out a long
They've been out for
time?
quite a while now, yeah.
Okay.
At least pretty close to 10 years.
Okay.
Well, no, not quite 10 years.
Welcome back,
But
Rocco.
I definitely have them over 8 years.
Okay. I think this one's probably like 2 or 3 years old. Probably 3 years old.
Because I had the 90-gallon came with a hood, and
oh, my lights just went off. Hold on.
Please show your face if you'd like to come up on stream. The fish tank doesn't count. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. I figured I'd fill out the panel that way. You don't have to worry about any more trolls.
That's right.
Thank you very much for coming on, Mr. Manifesto.
At least I'm a safe troll.
I gotta go turn my lights back on.
What's going on, Griffin? How you doing, man?
I was like, that fish tank looks familiar. I know that name, but I need to see the person.
I can't blame you.
Nah.
That was two people tried coming up that I didn't know, and then they.
There's no guarantee I'm not naked either, so.
Well, at least it's only a fish tank, so just watch the glass. You should be fine.
Yep. Just got to watch the reflections in the glass, and we're good.
Exactly.
Is it still daylight there, Griff?
Somewhat.
I see that. That's funny. Whenever I talk to Morgan on the phone, it'll be pitch black here, and then it'll still be daylight in Kentucky.
That's a burn.
Yep.
That's cool. Griffin looks like he just descended from heaven because he's got.
I know. Look, he's got an angelic glow.
Yeah.
That's
Danny,
funny.
can I hate you feel bad?
I'm sorry you're not feeling so hot, Kenny.
You can come up here and be sick with us.
Actually,
Poor
I only have
Kenny.
room on panel for 6 people, but I'm sure he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
feeling the best
Oh,
anyway.
No.
But
I could
Mr.
certainly
Manifesto,
step
if you don't
down.
mind, I'm gonna make you bigger so we can get a better look at your tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. You can look at that
All
Blackbeard algae.
Oh yeah. Look at it.
Hey, we love
Beautiful.
algae scapes.
There's
Kind of
nothing
woke them
wrong with
up, so they're kind of.
why would anyone
you
show a
what.
tank full of blackbeard algae?
Why not?
That's what I was going to comment earlier about, like, if you want to see some tanks with algae, I can hook you up with that. But- and see my little beta there on the foreground? He just lays in the ground. That's what he does. That's his move.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Aw.
He doesn't swim very well. His his
Oh.
back tail is real short. Never grows.
Oh.
Hi.
Is he twin tail or is he single tail?
I think he's a single tail, as far as I know. He just has.
Yeah.
He's always been like that. Like, I guess my theory is he spent too long in a little cup and then kind of chewed his tail all up. Now his tail doesn't grow.
Yeah.
His tail won't grow. But he just kind of scoots around on the ground.
Yeah.
God bless him. He still finds his way.
Yep. He's just chilling. He's
Yeah,
all freaked out because I
Jeffrey
just turned
and
his light on. He's like, what in the?
He's like, what is this? The sun is attacking us at the wrong time of day.
He's hunkering down for a nice sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently my betta has injured himself and he's been hiding out. I put him in the QT tank just so he'd have a bare bottom because I think he might have broke his back. But he's still getting around okay. He's still eating. He
Oh,
just
maybe
lays
that's what
around
happened
a
to
little
him.
bit more.
Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe he has some injury that's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was my concern is that I noticed like he had a tiny, the slightest little yellow scratch, like 1 scale across, 4 scales long on the back of
Aw.
his skull. And I thought maybe he scratched himself on the driftwood. But then I noticed like he would start laying around a little more. He was swimming weird. He'd like wedge himself vertically instead of horizontally, as if it was more comfortable.
Oh no.
Right,
And I
right,
just
right.
took him out of that. I took him out of that tank because I thought, well, maybe like he
See,
just
you just saw. He's
whatever
like, that's
was
how
the
he's swimming.
juice.
He'll dart up, and then he just kind of like flops back down on the ground. But he can like get
Yeah.
himself around by like scooting, and then he like I got one of those floating beta log things in there that's like he hangs out up there, and then like he scoots on the ground and then makes his way.
Oh.
Yeah,
Poor little
he's
guy.
my little dude, and he like lists to the side a little bit now, so he wedges himself to.
Yeah, he wedges himself in it. He might actually. That's probably what happened to him then. Maybe, I don't know.
But he still has an appetite. He's doing well.
Yep.
He's not getting thin. So if
Yeah.
he still has a will to be, then he shall be.
Yep,
That's what I
kinda where
did
I'm
with
at.
my little fella. He looked like a flower horn, but he lived his best life as long as he could.
And
That's
I
it.
believe next Swampy Acres is going at 9.
All right.
So in 5 minutes, we'll do a raid over to Swampy's with the hashtag Boxy Raid. Because I never
Sounds
choose
good.
my own name.
Hey, Mary,
So maybe I should try it one time.
I got 2
Yeah.
baby Oscars now.
Do you? Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
That's
You
right. You
love
put him
them?
in that 125. Is that what it was?
They're fixing to go over there in a couple weeks.
Oh, right, Griffin. That's awesome. Someday.
I've
That's
seen
one
them.
of my
They're so cute.
That's one of my dream fish one day. I've had a little baby one back in the day before I knew a lot of, like that was bad. That was back 20 years ago. Sorry, little Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had an Oscar. I
Lessons
kept it on
learned.
29 his entire life
Yeah.
when I was like a
Catfish
teenager.
has written a novel here. Got Lori 2 discus fish today, going to buy her 3
Yes.
more tomorrow. That's awesome.
I
And
saw
think just to
that in
keep
our
it fair, I'm going to buy me a 20-inch kindergarten
Yeah.
Harley
and a Harley
Davidson. Come on
Davidson.
tomorrow.
Great way to butter her up. Just give her a couple of discus, then roll in with your alligator gar on your motorcycle.
Yeah, bring all the fish home on the bike and you should be fine. That'll be great.
That is. Yeah, I can't wait for Lori to share them. Well, I saw a picture in the group chat, a picture of them still in the bag earlier. They were really pretty. Good job.
I think I saw that in the Fish Fam chat.
I think it was
Yes.
Fish Fam. Yeah.
Yes. They were pretty.
What?
They were.
You're not allowed in that chat.
Griffin, what were the name of your Oscars
You're
again?
too young.
Wally and
Yes.
Eva?
Yeah.
What
he
are
named
they?
his Oscars Wally and Eva.
Oh, I love it. That was my horse's name, Wally. I love Wally.
One is really dark and one is a light color, like the movie Wally. You ever see the
Yeah.
cartoon movie Wally? Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, Griffin.
That's cute.
I can't
I
wait
thought
to
that
come
was
see you
cute.
one day. I
Yeah,
promise the
someday.
next trip I will come see you. If I I should be there long enough to go visit everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, your last week vacation took 4 months, so you got time.
I felt like I was in jail waiting to go on probation. Didn't think I was ever gonna
Goodness
make parole.
gracious.
Roxanne, what were you talking about? The fish?
Oh, Ames.
What chat?
Oh, it's just a mod chat or something.
It's a mod messenger group.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ames said, by the way, the guy who sent fish who arrived dead today is sending me fish next day air. That's awesome,
good.
Ames.
Nice.
Fingers crossed
Very
they do better
good.
this time.
Rocco's is Tank and Artie.
Tank and Artie, that's cute.
Let's see. Have I missed anything else?
No, I
Did we
think
say
we're
hi
all
to Florida
caught
Fish
up.
Rescue? Hi,
I know
Mike.
I did.
Yeah, I said it in the chat, but hey, Mike. All right.
That's a good
I don't know
That's
if
a
I
reason to
wanna say hi
stop
to him.
naming him RB.
We're
He
at the
shuts down our
top of
stream
the
when I come up.
hour. So
So
I'm going to
glad you
take
did.
this time to say thank you to all my panel members that have come and joined us tonight. Greatly appreciate all of you guys for sharing your tanks and your stories and just your day with us and your time. And mods, I greatly, greatly appreciate the hard work you guys do dropping links, although Google is being a butthead. And for fighting
and
trolls
taking care of the
and answering
trolls.
questions and doing all the fantabulous things you do. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that have joined us for these fantastic 2 hours. And I enjoy spending this time with you guys every week.
Yes. Thank you, Geek Boy, Kevin, Miss
Thank you.
Manifesto, and Griffin. Thank you all.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. See you
I'll
guys.
see you all around the
Is
show.
Swampy
And like I
on?
say,
Is Swampy on yet?
he should be coming on any moment now.
Okay, cool.
And Chris just popped in, multi-tank addiction. Hey.
Hi, Chris. Hi, and we're just about to leave, so
We'll
bye.
see you at Swampy's.
Catch you next week.
Yeah, well, we'll see you Saturday on Chris's stream.
Oh yes,
at 3 o'clock Eastern.
I will be on Chris's multi-tank addiction, 3 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. Thank you, Mary.
Maybe
and
his guest will
tomorrow,
show up.
the Neighborly at 8 and 9 p.m. with Swampy. And Ladies' Night Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern with Bold Mama from Swampy Acres. And then Sunday, I think I'm also co-hosting with Griffin. So yeah, I'm busy. I'll see you guys all this weekend. I love you all. We'll see you at Swampy's.
Love y'all.
All of you. If it's not a great day, make it one.
Make it
love
one.
you all.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Yeah,
Cheers.